55 ways to guarantee no second date. According to Reddit. Number 55. We were both wicked drunk, and I said it wouldn't be right to have sex since neither of us were in a condition to make rational choices. She called me a pussy the next day via text message after leaving my house when I was passed out. Well, ain't that a damn shame? Instead of 54, we're going to read 57. As a woman, these responses are all making me feel 10 times better about myself since I wouldn't even think of doing this shit. Lol. Well, good for you. Yow. That's not even a real response. I don't have time for this. Number 53. She was part of a multi-level marketing scheme, a pyramid scheme, like Beachbody, and the list goes on, but that was the biggest one. Number 52. So you're a mathematician. Is it true all mathematicians are virgins? Statistically, no. Statistically. Okay. Number 51, she said, haha, can't wait for you to meet my older brother. He just got out of jail for selling heroin. Me, didn't you tell me your younger brother was addicted to heroin? Her, oh yeah, I wonder how that happened. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Okay, number 50, when she said, I'm so glad my fiance is still deployed. Ugh. I noped out and left her with the bill for that dinner. And here we are, number 49. I once went out to a movie as a first date with a girl. Her idea. Bad idea. She got there late and the movie had already started. She then wanted to talk during the movie in the middle of a crowded theater. I didn't shush her or anything, but everything was a one-word answer as I was trying to end the conversation. She got up halfway through and said I obviously was not interested in her. She was right. What a dumb bitch. The reason I'm kind of speeding through some of these is because I tried recording this before and OBS shut down to everybody watching this on YouTube. So forgive me. You know, I just want to cry myself to sleep. You know, it's pretty fucked up. Why can't things just work the way I want them to? Also, now there's fluctuations on Twitch and it's, this is OBS's fault, my dude. And the thing is, I'm wondering if I have too much shit open, you know? But what can I close? Not a lot. That's for damn sure. I love my tip jar. I use the sub thing. I use all of these. As we continue up this list of what? 55 ways to guarantee no second date. We arrive at number 48. She was easy to talk to, had a bunch of common interests, an interesting personality, and good stories to tell, but I just didn't feel any kind of romantic connection during the process. Friendly reminder that just because someone doesn't want a second date doesn't necessarily mean that they don't like you or that you fucked up somehow. I wish I'd had this presence of mind to tell her this. Oh, you didn't tell her. You should have at least tried to articulate how you felt, my man, instead of not saying anything. That's fucked up. Forgive me, these sneezes are killing me. Number 47. I know it sounds kind of bad, but if it turns out she has kids, ooh. Shout out to the stepdads who step in and all that, but it's just not for me, sorry. I'm gonna upvote that because, hey, look, man, I've said it a billion times, man. I don't know what it is about some of these dudes that are willing to come in and be all like, I love you, darling. Even though some other dude stuck his hoo-hoo dilly in your cha-cha and blooped the baby in there, and then you held on to it for a long time and pumped the baby out, and that's your baby by another man. I'm willing. You are so divine. I am willing to be with you. Man, that's really rude. I'm sorry, but it's a good thing that I don't have any like moms here who, you know, it didn't work out with their man and they're hoping to find love once again. I'm sure they will. I just guess that, you know, I'm not that type, just like the guy in number 47 says. Oh my God, give me 1 second. As we continue up the list of 55 ways to guarantee no second date, we arrive at number 46. I drove her home because she didn't have a car at the time, and she asked that we stop for an errand. It was to pick up matching t-shirts that she had designed for her and her ex. Oh, yeah. You're friends with your ex and you guys got matching t-shirts, yeah. Ugh, number 45. She had a 1-year-old and told me about a recent nasty divorce. No problem, until she told me that the divorce was due to the baby not being his. Oh, sister. Oh my God, lady. Oh, lady. So here's somebody responds, I'm consistently impressed by the number of people who are apparently willing to out themselves as cheaters, and on a first date, no less. Okay. Ria says that she has 12 children and is offended that I wasn't taken into consideration for my opinion, Gael. Oh, here we go. Number 44. When we saw the movie Fury in theaters, she read the subtitles out loud. She what? I would personally try to flag down some sort of usher to have her removed. Are you kidding? I'm not sure if she thought I couldn't read them or if she needed to sound them out, but I knew at that moment, no follow-up was necessary. You can say that again, Mr. Garrison. Number 43, we realized we were third cousins. That's kind of far enough removed. Oh God, I'm just kidding, by the way. Come on, third cousins. I don't even know. Number 42, I went out with a doctor. I understand that it's important and she should be proud of it. However, she would not stop talking about how good she was at it. At one point, she said she was thinking of quitting to be a baker and open up a bakery. I asked if she had any experience. Nope. She decided she could do it because she's so smart that she could just learn it and be successful right away. I know people who bake professionally and it's a lot of work. You can't just jump into it and open a business. I don't know if I've gone out with anyone quite so insufferable. I'm the best doctor in the world, and you know what? I can do anything. I'm every woman. Someone says, I'm a professional baker. I can confirm that it's really hard. It's really fucking hard. Not like the bread. You know, if you make bread and it's hard, then you're not a good baker. Everything is heavy. The 6 ovens make the place hot as balls. And sometimes the recipes just stop working for no goddamn reason. I felt a vibration like my phone just went off, but I can't feel it on the couch. I can't feel it. As we continue, number 41 reads, recently started seeing someone. Try reading that like I'm not, insane. I recently started seeing someone. So I reminded myself of this one BoJack episode where BoJack's like, what are you doing here? When he's supposed to be like, what are you doing here? Okay. I recently started seeing someone, however, before her and I went out with a woman. No, before her, I went out with a woman, sorry. The no comma flew me. Sent me just flying off the board. Before I went out with her, I went out with a woman a few times. She was nice and I was physically attracted to her. The reason I stopped seeing her was because I found out she was married. Okay.
Sounds like that wasn't a second date.
Yeah, How about that?
Just wanted to put his own 2 cents.
Pretty long-winded, I found out she was married entry too. Number 40, kind of late, but after racking up a $90 bar tab, I jokingly said, I hope our next date is cheaper. She replied, oh, this was a date? I said, yeah, I thought it was, but we can call it a friend date. She goes, we aren't friends. I consider us acquaintances. I paid half the tab and left her there. Yeah, acquaintance. Goodbye. 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 Oh shit, excuse you? Damn. 39. Bitch, what kind of woman is not self-aware enough to just roll with some shit Shut your damn mouth. Shut your shut your damn mouth, bruh. What the fuck? You could have had these drinks paid for. The end. Oh my god. Number 39. Oh god, the phone put that thing away. Okay. I've literally gotten up and walked out because they wouldn't put it away. I don't need constant attention, but you do know the type. I like to think that the phone is like a defensive thing for some people. But yeah, some people just rude. Some people just rude. I think it's important to link up with somebody you're compatible with in a way where they understand how they're coming off. Because that's an acquired skill. That's like an acquired thing whether you guys realize it or not. Some people are completely unaware of how they come off to other people. And that's very important. That might as well be like a video game skill as far as I'm concerned. But in the video game of real life. In the video game called IRL. Bitch. I'm so sorry that that noise had to happen in the stream. It's a good thing that nobody plays any Kyle drinking games anymore because bad noises that come out of me, or bodily noises I should say, used to be one of the things that would make people drink. Or, you know, place a tile on that bingo card. Thank God those days are gone. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 38. I told a story about how she used to say that she was 18 when she was actually younger and would go fuck college guys so they'd buy her alcohol. She also wouldn't shut up about raving, EDM, plur, bullshit that I had no interest in. She told you this. Well, why, some girls like to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. My girl wants to say that she's 18, even though she's not. Chris Hansen, have a seat. Why don't you have a seat over there? I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. And if there's anything else you'd like to say, you can say it. Otherwise, you're free to go. But when he walked outside, the police were waiting for him. Number 37, on a lunch date with a very attractive woman who I shared a couple of classes with. She mentioned that she was in the process of getting a divorce. She seemed to want to talk about it, so I indulged. When I asked her why things were ending, she said, "He's been cheating on me." That's heavy. How did you find out? I respond. Internet history. Pauses, leans in and whispers, "He looks at porn." And then I said, "Oh." I know I smiled. "Is porn cheating?" And she says, "It's mental cheating, and my pastor says that's the worst kind." Okay, bro. Let's just move on. Number 36. 6 years ago, I went out with a girl who called me a racist because I don't like sushi. Get that bing bong ass shit up off my plate. Sushi? Okay. Oh my god. I cook my fish where I come from. A chicka-chang. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Kyle, you have made it worse. But, I don't like sushi either, but I do like the sticky rice. Sticky white rice. Sticky white rice. I like how quiet everybody is in the stream chat tonight. I'm gonna infringe on people's privacy, but just check it out. Who's in here? Let's take a look. Baby ooh girl. Sounds hot. I'm kidding. Cactus scree, carny cat, koala, banana. What the fuck kind of name? As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 35. I was 32. She was 25. Oh my god, is this a wrap? She showed up to a dinner high as a kite. Dropped the word cunt several times, loud enough for people around us to hear. She then got loaded during dinner, ordered an expensive plate, and barely touched it. She also told me that I was stupid for still buying books, and childish for listening to music. Oh, fucking check, please. Nick, what the fuck? That is so childish. You listen to music? She also insisted I had to take her out 2 to 3 times a week minimum. Oh, who are you? Who are you? Oh boy, it was also implied that she'd be moving in with me in the near future. She was unemployed and living at home, which honestly didn't bother me. The whole jumping into the deep end did. 20 minutes into the date, I texted my friend, "Holy shit, turns out she's awful." it's funny because like part of me wants to believe that some of these people are putting on like a, you know what I mean? I like the idea that like maybe some girls go out and they only want to like waste people's time because they're evil, or maybe they just want a free meal. So the game, of course, is to not be so terrible that the guy wants to immediately get up and just like run away from you without paying for your meal, but to be bad enough to where the guy's like, oh, holy shit, this is a deal breaker. That's interesting. Here's why. Some hoes are so beautiful. Okay, forgive me for calling them hoes, but that's what they are. If they're the type of chick that's gonna scheme on a dude and make it so that, oh, maybe he'll pay for my meal, but I'm gonna try to be so insufferable as a bitch that he'll never want to date me again, she's out there manipulating you. You're being deceived out of your money for her free meal. So this is a hoe. And if she's beautiful, right, some dudes are willing to jump through hoops like a dog for that bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Ironically, because this is the bitch you talking about, but some dudes are willing to bend over backwards if the girl is hot enough, if them titties are big enough, you know what I mean? If the trophy is sculpted properly in their eyes, you know what I mean? So some of these women got to be fucking terrible, but sometimes we read these stories and they go so above and beyond that it's like, how can a person this awful even exist? Let alone like it's she's obviously not just trying to get a free meal. This bitch is just awful. Childish music? You're stupid for books? That's a new one. You know, a person associated with books is typically the egghead dweeb nerd fuckboy that, you know, is oh, you're reading to get all that knowledge, loser? You know, let me pull your fucking underwear over your head or some shit and give you a swirly, right? Wet willy, bro. You nerd, you egghead. But you're stupid for reading books now?
You know how to read, you're stupid.
You know what I mean? That's like, oh, you virgin slut.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How can... Number 34, all right? Happily in a relationship. But I once went on a date with an 18-year-old female in which she kept complaining, saying,
Ugh, sorry. This 35-year-old guy I've been hooking up with for the past 2 years keeps texting me.
hooking up with? Oh, damn it. Okay, she still wanted a second date. She did not get a second date. I then met the girl of my dreams. The moral of the story is don't waste your time giving that girl a second date, hooking up with a 35-year-old dude. Chris Chan is 35 years old, guys. I want y'all to think of Chris Chan. I want you to think of an 18-year-old girl hooking up with nasty-ass Chris Chan. Identity crisis Chris Chan. I can't get a girl, so I'ma be a girl. Chris Chan. Let me find y'all a video of a Chris Chan. CWC. Pony. What do they call it? PonyCon? BronyCon. Ew. BronyCon. Oh my god. This fucking guy. This is what...
Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming
Oh god. Oh whoa, it's still the lightning strike? I'm sorry. J-Rod says,
How I missed catching a live stream. Do I have to download Twitch?
You should probably download Twitch, my man. You should probably download Twitch, put it on your phone, ring that bell. I don't know, you don't ring it, you just click it, and then the bell will ring, notifying you of what's hood when it's time for the Kyle stream. Wow. So let's go ahead and change this back to my little, my little Eric Andre noise. Is it here? What is up? What is up? It's supposed to say general settings, but for donations, if I click that and then go down to change media and I change it to the, is this it? All right, brilliant. You played it twice like a bitch. Saving the settings, returning to the list. Forgive me, I fell off track, but 35 years old, man, that's kind of, ugh. As we continue up the list of 55 ways to guarantee no second date, we're at 33, and it reads, she asked if I had any love interests still in existence. which I said no, but she didn't believe me. She told me that she wanted to travel the world and see old friends, who were guys, and thought that I, as a lawyer, should work and pay for her travels. Okay, no, bye. She was insane. She also offered to fuck in her car in the first 5 minutes of meeting. No second date for you. Well, some guys are gonna, what a sugar baby. You know what I mean? And that's what she's looking for, as a daddy too.
Please be my sugar daddy. I can fuck you when you can.
Number 32. She chewed her food with her mouth open. Oh, somebody says, let's play Simon Says. Simon Says, chew with your fucking mouth closed. Okay. Somebody said, bro, you fucking wild in this comment section. And he said, haha, I'm no bro. I guess I'm a bra. But thank you. Ew. Women. Ew. Okay. Cooties. I'm out here getting virtual cooties in the comment section of this dirty ass. She's responding to things. So we should be looking at the comments in response to many of these. I'll try to make it quick. Number 32 is what I just read. Number 31, she was clearly thrown off by my height and felt embarrassed to be seen with me in public while we were having a coffee in a cafe together. She also asked us to get seats up at the window, where they have one of those long bar-like tables with the seats in a line. She basically acted like she wasn't with me. I mean, I don't blame her. It can take a while for people to get used to it. But when it turns into shame/embarrassment, it just makes me feel like shit. She knew about my height beforehand, he says in an edit. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
And the person just says, I'm sorry in response. Yeah, that's pretty shitty. Oh, I have dwarfism, so I'm 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
But like, she knew about it beforehand. What a scumbag.
Say yes.
What a
You
scumbag.
don't like his height. Come on.
Oh my god. Why they gotta be so terrible? Why is his name XXX10 dead? Oh, that's rude. This can't be an old account. He's been a Redditor since last month. Wait, this nigga's account is 4 days old.
Yes. It's a brand new account.
Brilliant. Anyway, his response reads, we sat down at a corner booth and she was sitting really close to me now. We both ordered to start off. She was hella rude to our server. Like,
I want lemonade, no ice. Did you get that, sweetheart? I said no ice. Don't screw it up.
so that already was a bit of a turnoff. When our food got there, she used like an entire squirt bottle of Heinz ketchup on broccoli cheese casserole. She was trying to whisper shit in my ear like, you're hot, let's fool around. But I could smell the ketchup, and it made me want to actually vomit and die. We did not go out again, but I could smell the ketchup. But I could smell the ketchup now. As we continue up to number 29, we went for a walk in the woods. Wait, I didn't read the comments. We went for a walk in the woods. She walked about 5 feet ahead of me the whole time. Would think maybe she was nervous walking alone in the woods with a guy that she didn't know, but she's the one who suggested a walk. I don't know, it was weird. This person said, oh no, I watch too much ID channel for that shit. I don't know what ID channel is, but I'm guessing you turds do. Maybe it's some kind of channel where people get found in the woods. The body was discovered 17 days after it was killed. Maybe it was choked or some shit, I don't know. I'm just winging it, man. They don't even give me a script. I just watch this documentary after it's done, and they figure out, you know, what they gonna do with it. Sometimes I like to take my break and just keep talking and see if anybody even reviews this footage. That's what I want to do. People need to send me shit with no audio on it, and then I'll just speak over it. Or better yet, send me a movie that's in a different language, and then I'll do the English dub. It'll be a nightmare. Number 28. If I ask you a question or try to talk, please reciprocate. I hate that I feel like I'm supposed to use up an arsenal of questions that will only get a brief response in return. Yeah, some people don't know what the hell they doing, and some people expect, like, you know, they can just sit there. I don't know what this is. I don't know what dating is, and I don't know why people are so weird. But they are. Number 27, I went on a date with a lady that I met online. She talked about 3 things on this date, and little else. Her pets, her ex, the last time she had a gastro. There was no second date.
Huh. I wonder why. Sounds so intriguing.
Oh my god. Number 26, teeth as black as the night. She didn't have any disease or syndromes, but simply no time to brush her teeth. For the record, her photos didn't show her teeth. For the record, dude. Hold the fuck up. What you just say? For the record. I'm so tired of Reddit. Number 25. She was super rude to our waitress, as if it was the appropriate way to behave towards another human being. Well, this is coming from the Will Eat Ass for Nudes account. Nice. As we continue, number 24. She rolled her eyes when I said she looked nice. She had put in a lot of effort, criticized where I chose to eat, complained about the music we went to see. I spent the whole date anxious, assuming that she was hating every moment because, you know, she didn't have anything positive to say about anything. Then I had a good time, let's do this again. Nah, I'm good. I've got enough negativity and mixed signals coming from my own brain. I don't need that coming from the outside, too. What a slut. Number 23. Very specific turnoff as a black guy. I know history, but I also like my individuality. Where is this going? Where is this going? If you're going to blow up the entire dialogue during the date by showing off about how much you know about black oppression, oh my god. Oh my god.
So anyway, the blacks were, they went through some shit, man. I mean, slavery was pretty crazy, they went through some shit.
And I'm sitting there like,
Really?
Look, okay.
Oh, well, they're still being oppressed to this day, huh?
If you're going to blow up the entire dialogue during the date by showing off how much you know about black oppression and whatever other cultural hot pick items roll up your social awareness masturbation roster, you can wonder what went wrong on your early Uber ride home. Extra points for rattling off about every rapper you like or basketball.
I have a black friend.
Okay, number 22. She audibly said nigger in the middle of my favorite sushi restaurant within earshot of a black family with small children. What the fuck? I like that the problem was, somebody said, to put this in context, I'm not white, I'm brown. Bruh. Somebody said, you just dodged a nuke, my dude. Somebody else said, if you dodge a nuke, oh my god, I'm like, my body can't handle. She said, what? In a sushi restaurant? Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. So, like, here's the thing, a lot of people are racist, okay? And a lot of people are in denial about their racism. How funny is that, okay? So when you think about all the people who are racist and just keep that shit under wraps, when you think about all the people who are racist and convince themselves that they're not, so naturally they keep it under wraps, and then you think about the people who just don't give a fuck, baby. God damn. How maximum racist do they get behind closed doors? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm gonna get them, and I'm gonna reinforce the bumper of my car.
No wait. Is that how? No. Look, number 21. I met her at a hospital. I was an ER patient for a hand wound, and she was a phlebotomist. I don't have to be proud. I'm not sure what the hell that means.
Take blood.
Phlebotomy is the process of making an incision in a vein with a needle. The procedure itself is known as venipuncture. That's a fancy ass name for what's a really stupid name for a vein? organ noodle poking. Yeah, the noodle organ. That ought to do it. Let's get out of here. I asked her out to a movie and then dinner. I had a really excellent talk about comics and movies. We were getting to know each other and flirting. Comics, wow. It was clearly a date. At the end, when I told her I'd like to do it again, she said her fiance probably wouldn't be cool with it a second time. Somebody said, Jesus H, what the fuck? Written by, I do not know who to trust. This guy's username. I do not know who to trust. Number 20. I met a girl from my university for dinner one time. She started the date off by saying that she only ate with her hands and didn't use utensils because she's a super taster. I wish a girl would say some shit like that to me, because the look on my face would be like, It would be a mixture of like, go on and like, I'm not gonna laugh. You know what I mean? And you know what? My body would probably like spasm, you know? Like I was like restraining myself / like feeling my body for where my phone is. Like I'm trying to record this. Okay, she said she's a super taster and can taste the metals that they're made of. Nice. You know what I would respond to that? Oh my God. I so know what you mean. What's your horoscope? And then she'd just talk. She's okay, this wouldn't have been a problem if we were eating finger foods, but it was a problem as I watched her eat salmon fillet and wild rice like fucking Gollum.
That's horrifying.
Bruh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, it's obviously some kind of goddamn ASMR video, and I don't want to. You know what this true shame would be is if I were to look up the views and it would just be like, of course it's got 1 million. Look, get me the fuck out of here, okay? Number 19. I went to dinner. She was on her phone the entire time texting, even when we were talking. I figured she was just in it for a free dinner. Because really, what's the point of agreeing to a date if you're not going to try to get to know the person? Somebody said, that's when you put down cash for your half of the bill and walk out. Fuck that. It's true. It's true. It's true. Let's continue. Number 18. I arrived at her place and she told me to hop in her car, as she just needed to drop something off at her friend's house really quick. It wasn't a friend, it was someone she had an appointment to sell those hot oil infusers and their millions of scent inserts. I don't know what this is and I feel proud to not know. I sat in a stranger's home for 90 minutes while they smelled them all. She wanted to go to dinner afterwards and I asked her to please drop me off at the car so I could go home. She had a business to run. Guess it didn't even make it a whole first date.
That is awful.
Okay. Oh my God.
The only reason I know what those are is there was someone who sold them at my college whenever I lived in the dorm, and she kept giving me freaking flyers or like putting them under my door. Drove me insane. I didn't want them.
Man, number 17. She spent 30 minutes talking about her ex, wonderful, who apparently sat on his ass at home during most of the 18 to 27 years playing Xbox while she was working 2 jobs and getting her pregnant twice. Then, after she finished the speech, she spent 10 minutes telling me that she now was going to get a man who had a job and money, and he was going to take care of her and her kids. I left after this point, having paid for the dinner and thinking many, many unpleasant thoughts. I can't, like, I'm gonna shake my head so hard it's just gonna start spinning clean off my neck, man. Number 16. First date. Her.
Are you sure you want to be...
My career.
Don't you think that you should wait until our children are old enough to have their lives together? Then you'll be free to be what you want.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Our first date. Our children. Me. Listen, I'm leaving. Bye. Oh, man. Oh, man. Number 15. I was supposed to pick her up at noon. I got to the house and knocked. She didn't answer. I texted her. She finally responds and opens the door. She says she's sorry. She overslept. Goes to the freezer, pulls out a handle of vodka, pull the tomato juice from the fridge, mixes a huge Bloody Mary and drinks it down. Drinks it down. Makes the second one and says, let's go. The date wasn't that bad, but I can't roll like that. I think these are going to start to scare me as we get to the final 10. So let's try to fly through them, all right? Number 14, pregnant, but no worries, the father is locked up. Oh my God. Number 13, nurse I met on Tinder. She told me she disliked all her patients and that sometimes she would simply ignore them for long periods of time. Oh my God. That's going to be a no from me, dog. Okay, number 12, when she asked me for my birthday and then proceeded to tell me everything that was wrong with me as a person based solely on my horoscope. Oh.
That's it.
Oh, this one wins, dude.
That's it.
Oh my God, this one wins. Anything to do with the horoscope wins. I love it.
Oh my God.
I miss Haru. Haru is the only fucking woman that I could lose my mind giggling while she went on and on about this horoscope bullshit. Number 11. Okay, this one girl told me that she was giving me a chance because a mutual friend said that I was nice. She was totally out of my league and we both knew it, but she insisted on acting like it was a favor to go out to dinner with me. If she's not actively happy about seeing me, I don't really want to see her either. Oh, out of people's league, that's so rude. Number 10. She chewed gum through our initial date. Which was at a decent Italian place, including a bottle of good white wine. Ugh. She proceeded to tell me how she had married early, had 2 kids, realized she was a lesbian, left her husband, took most of his money, lived with girlfriend number 1, left girlfriend number 1 for girlfriend number 2, ended that, and then realized that long term she needed dick. Bruh. Number 9. I went out for coffee. She brought a bottle of vodka and kept topping up her cup. I politely asked her what the deal was. She said that she liked to party. She liked to party. When it was time to go, she fell over and started screaming that I had to help her up. I did, told her to wait right there, and then I left.
Perfect.
Oh man. Number 8. She showed up in a dirty white dress. Her hair looked like it had not been brushed in months. During dinner, she told me that she still lived at home, never wanted to get a job, and that she stole her dad's car while he was sleeping to meet me at the restaurant. Then, when she found out that I was divorced, she said,
You didn't work hard to save your marriage.
I put down the chopsticks, went and paid, and said, nice meeting you, and left. Well, my man, he didn't put up with that bullshit. Number 7. First and only date with a girl I barely knew through some friends. I drove to her house. She got in my car and smelled like she had just taken a massive shit but forgot to wipe. Went to dinner. I barely ate. Made an excuse to end early. Dropped her off and drove home with the windows down in the middle of the winter. Why would you even take her when she's smelling like shit? Oh my God. Number 6, constantly talking about how awful her ex was. Yeah. Somebody said, in my experience, that's usually a sign that they just jump back into the dating pool too soon. It ain't even about that. Some people ain't got nothing going on. You know, the problem is when some people get together with another person in the relationship, they make that person their entire life. And there's nothing wrong with that, I guess, to a certain degree, but you should also have interests as a person. You know what I mean? I should be able to hit your ass with 5 things that you're totally about. Maybe not like hardcore passionate about, you know what I mean? But like 5 things that are your interests, not hobbies, not, crafts, not skills, just 5 things you're interested in, my dude. You know what I mean? Rattle them off. It could be games, it could be music, it could be, your artwork. You could like singing, you could like doing any number of things. Do you like to exercise? Do you like to watch anime? Just interests, my dude. You cooking? It doesn't need to be specific skill or craft or hobby or action even. You could like sitting in your damn bed and just thinking. You know what I mean? But the bottom line is, if all that you are is this other person by extension, that when they get the hell out of your life and you trying to mix up with other people, you're not going to have any frames of references outside of that motherfucker, and they are going to regard you as somebody that got way too much fucking baggage to exist in a world without that motherfucker. So, as far as they're concerned, you can skedaddle back to their ass instead of trying to waste their fucking time, you stupid bitch. Shut the hell up. To me, the problem isn't that the ex is still on people's minds. Everybody deals with things differently. So when they jump out of a relationship, of course the ex is still going to be on their mind. But like I said before, if you're not cognizant, if you're not like self-aware enough to know that mentioning your ex perhaps isn't the right thing to do because of how it will come off, that's a skill to me. You have to know how things will sound. You have to objectively be aware of what things are going to sound like when they come out of your fucking mouth, or the reasoning behind why you're doing or saying something. So just be careful. You know what I'm talking about? And like, once you reach a point where you're comfortable with that other person, you can communicate with them and articulate what the hell you mean, what the hell, you're scared may come off a certain way, but this is the way that you actually mean it, shit like that. But in that beginning stage where you're basically trying to show the person that not only are you potentially compatible with them, but that you also don't suck in a way that's like so hardcore that it's like, bro, just get the fuck away from me. I don't need problems. You know what I mean? And that you don't want to be problematic. And that's what some of these people are, hands down. So number 5, as we finish this list, I really want to get out of here. This is making me anxious, because I think here's the scary thing. Let me say it like this. Okay. When we read a scary list and I think none of this shit is scary, this is all funny. And that's why I can never really remain too serious during some of my, spooky lists, not just because I'm trying to bring a sense of levity to things, right? It's more the fact that just like when you watch a serial killer documentary or some shit like that, or you watch a story where somebody has been kidnapped and they're held underground or in a basement or some shit like this, what should scare you isn't the specific person or the topic at hand. It's the fact that right now, something like that is going on. Somebody is underground. Somebody is in somebody's basement. Somebody is locked up in like a truck. You know what I mean? Like the cargo container of a truck, and they're being used, they're being abused, they're probably about to be killed. There are serial killers who are out there racking up bodies that the police are actually aware of, but they can't fucking, scare the public with. There are bad motherfuckers out there. Some of them are even politicians. You know what I'm talking about? What should scare you is the fact that it's actually going on. So as that translates to this list, what should scare you is the fact that for every entry that we've read, with some crazy bitch being crazy, somebody smelling like shit, somebody being rude to the waitresses, talking about their exes, talking about how you gonna be paying for all of my shit, and you know what I mean? There is somebody that's willing to put up with that garbage, and that's why it's this kind of behavior is perpetuated. Like this is why people still acting like this, because for somebody it's going to work, For somebody they're gonna get away with this kind of juvenile ass shit. And there's a person for everybody, I guess. But this is just scary. So as we finish the remaining 5 on the list of 55 ways to guarantee no second date, number 5 says, I've posted this somewhere else before, but it's relevant, so I'll repeat it here. I take this girl out to a bar/restaurant, meeting her for the first time after talking on an online dating site. After she orders her food, she drops the bomb. She tells me that for the past 7 years she has been a professional dominatrix. So I'm an open-minded guy. I'm cool with this. She probably has some funny stories, right? Well, she starts telling me these stories, and for the first half an hour or so, they're pretty entertaining. Eventually, though, I want to talk about other things. However, anytime I try to change the subject, she immediately brings it back to dudes that she has pooped on. Okay.
Horrifying.
It got weird. I could barely get a word in. She basically didn't take a breath for 3 hours. Again, I am really open-minded, as guys go, but there's only so many consecutive stories of ball gags and double-sided dildo butt-fucking a person can take before even the most open-minded amongst us starts to feel uncomfortable. At one point, I excuse myself to go to the bathroom, and as I stand up and turn around, she seizes the chance to smack my butt and say,
Your ass looks like a baby pumpkin. I could bounce a quarter off it and get back 2 dimes and a nickel.
Keep in mind, this lady is a professional. It was crisp and painful. To put this in perspective, I was wearing thick jeans. She hit me in the back pocket, and when I checked myself for damage in the bathroom, there was a clear, fat, red handprint on my back butt cheek. Not the front butt cheek, the back one. Like I could see the lines in her hand. I could have mooned a psychic, and they would have been able to predict her future. So I'm about done with this. We finish the meal, I drive her home. She's still blabbing tales of donkey tail butt plugs and toys I've never heard of, going in places I wish I hadn't have heard of. So I pull in her driveway, the second car goes into park, she immediately grabs my nuts, like specifically targeted them. And it wasn't sexy. It was a hostage situation, where she had all the power. Then she straight licks the side of my face, chin to hairline. Her tongue is as big as a Shetland pony. I do not want. Then she looks me in the eyes and says menacingly, I'm gonna strap you in my sex dungeon. This isn't Vargas, is it? Okay. All right. I'll allow this. The fuck you are? I choose life, I think to myself. How do I get out of this? She literally has me by the balls here. So here's what I come up with. I tell her that hell yeah, let's do it. I have a special toy I keep in my trunk. Is that okay? She says sure, bring any toys you want. So I tell her to meet me at her doorstep while I bust it out because I want it to be a surprise. As she steps out of the car, she gives me a look that she thinks is sexy, but is actually terrifying. The second her feet touch the ground, I slam the car in reverse and slam out of her driveway as fast as my car can go. You know how people just pull out of a driveway, switch to drive, and then drive off ahead? I did not do that. I didn't want the second of switching gears to give her a chance to catch me. I pulled out of the driveway and just kept going down the street in reverse for like 5 blocks. The passenger door was flapping around, still open because I took off before she shut it. When I am satisfied she won't catch me, I close the door, put it in drive, and go home. I gotta get back on that horse, right? Wrong. I got home, iced my balls, deleted my dating profile. Not today, Satan. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Number 4. Okay. She didn't say anything. Like, there's being nervous, and then there's that. We were taking a film class together in school. Well, she's a nerd. She's a weirdo. She's taking film courses. This bitch weird. What do you expect out of your women in film? We were taking a film class together in school and agreed to go see a movie together, 50-50, that counted for extra credit. It became clear a few days beforehand that this was turning into a full-on date, and I just rolled with it. We were both single, and I thought that we could have a fun night out together. I asked her if we could get dinner after the movie to talk about it and get to know one another better. She seemed excited by the idea, and I was looking forward to the night. I picked her up. She was dead silent. She was dressed to the nines for her casual date and was clearly nervous. I did my best to break the ice and run conversation, and best I could get out of her was a nervous chuckle and a yep. After the movie, I asked if she still wanted dinner, and she said absolutely, and then proceeded to watch me eat dinner while she stared at me. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one for me, is people who ain't gonna eat at a dinner. You know? Like, what the hell? I wouldn't know anything about it, but I'm just saying, like, that's wild. If I'm eating, if we eating, then we eating, baby. You know what I'm talking about? I'm the only one eating. Wait a minute. Okay. When I dropped her off at home, she told me she had a really nice time and hoped that we can hang out outside of class again. I told her sure, and we said goodnight. She flat out never said another word to me in class again. A year or so later, I ran into her at a party and asked her what the whole deal was about. She confessed she was so goddamn anxious that she had no clue what to do or say. Apparently, that was the first date that she had ever been on with a guy. It's a shame too, because in class we got along really well. I was just so put off by her silence that I didn't know how to approach her for the rest of the semester. Apparently, she is a semi-professional golfer now. What? That's the shocker of this story. Wait a goddamn, a golfer? I haven't heard from her in years, but I hope she is doing well. Golf? Woman? You took film courses in school and then you went on to become a professional golf woman? What? I'm sad that he didn't pursue her harder like probably most men would have, you know? Some girls just, they freeze up. But at the same time, you know, you don't want to pursue a girl too hard and then have her be all like, he raped me. Me too, bitch. Me too, bitch. Man, that bunny is wired.
Yeah. I felt bad because I left her in the cage.
Well, as we continue up to number 3, she forgot to mention that she had a boyfriend. Forgot? In quotations. Hilarious. Someone says, he says, I became suspicious when I saw the background on her phone. It was a picture of her kissing a man.
Oh, yeah, I have a boyfriend.
Okay.
I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend.
Somebody says, are you single, or are you mad at your boyfriend single? Oh my God. Number 2, Linda the bunny is on the damn Snapchat story. Go look at the Snapchat story. It's all over the Snapchat story. Number 2, she forgot to take off her wedding ring at the second date.
Wow.
Oh no. That's funny. Number 1, I actually have a list of such things, but my favorite is that she confessed to doing meth occasionally. Okay, that's a bunch of times more than. Ooh, look at this Talazora cosplay, and from my favorite angle too. Let's get a nice look. It's difficult to tell, but I think it'd be bangable. I think it'd be bangable. That's nice. Some nice stuff going on back there. Very good, very good. Streamers pirating our game. Ooh. I'm gonna be like, I'm a streamer. Give me a copy of your game and I'll play it legit.
Yeah.
I'ma do it legit.
I'll play it without pirating if you give it to me.
I follow this subreddit called I Am a Total Piece of Shit. Here's a dude that put a firecracker in a woman's hoodie. Should we watch that? I guess we should. Let's just check it out real quick. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's fucked up. Yeah. Damn. My god, how do I get this in a fucking
Reasonable
yeah
size? Come on.
size that I can even see properly? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. People are mean. People are so mean. What's it? What else is going on that subreddit though? Let's see here. Feeding a pelican a frozen fish? Why is that bad?
How epic was the fishing today, bro?
That was
How epic was the, you know, in the first couple of seconds of your video, I don't want to watch you. Killing me. Owner mourns over her dead, shot dog. Dude talks about how he would have killed the dog oh my god. Damn. This subreddit seems pretty intense. Oh my god. Okay. 7 cowards attack 1 person. Oh my god. I saw that one earlier. Oh, is this gonna be a dude who just like jumps on top of a car? Oh no, I think this guy is you know, trying to pretend that he got hit by a car. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then he runs back like he's hurt?
Jesus.
Because he ran the other guy off the road.
What an awful fuck.
I'm trying to like show you the whole thing here. My god, I can't space anything properly. Well, you can see it in the tinier version.
Jesus.
Yep. Because then when another car comes now, he tries to run back and then lay down like he's the one who's hurt when he ran the other car off the road to the point where it's on its side. What a scumbag. Like, god damn. Things over in Bing Bong Land must not be pleasant. But guys, I love you. I hope you enjoyed this list. You'll see me soon. You'll see me with more. Man, I tried to stream some games earlier today and they did not go well. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Netflix acquires George Orwell's Animal Farm. Andy Serkis directs. My man's a director now? I was just talking about Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for him. I hope it works out. I hope it works out. My man Andy Serkis. My man. When our gaming has a new cosplay girl post.
That's stupid.
Yeah, how many white men doing this with their tongues are there?
That's what I'm wondering.
Jesus, it just kept going. It just kept going. Is it because we just saw it? Where'd it go? Son of a bitch. Thank you, sleepy headaches. Okay, guys, love you. Enjoy yourselves. Stay amazing. And you'll catch me soon. Bye.